Hello and welcome to episode 10 of our Timberborn Update 3 Harder Mode series with the Iron Teeth faction. Last time we did a whole lot of work for almost nothing because I failed to have the outlets of these reservoirs properly set up. Lost a lot of water as a result, but we have so much stored up and we have so much still available for pumping. We are going to be absolutely fine. We got plenty of food stored up and we should be fine on that front as well. So this episode is going to be mostly 1, surviving a 31-day drought, and 2, really trying to optimize most of our storage and our logistics stuff we have going on, because there is a lot of improvements that we could be making that we just haven't been able to so far because, well, it's been kind of controlled chaos. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started, make a quick tour around and see just how everything is working. A lot of you have made comments about the farming situation we have down here. We do have 4 farmhouses. I've got 3 of them set up for planting, 1 for harvesting. This one for harvesting is mainly focused on up here and taking care of all the wheat. Actually, the wheat's not prioritized, but it's got enough to do that it should be fine. And then these guys down here, as these individual stumps are removed, are going to slowly start doing more and more different things, mainly focusing on getting, looks like, our carrots and our potatoes. But I also want to start doing some more sunflowers down here. We'll be doing a little bit of that this episode as well. We also have this gatherer flag. One of you guys left a comment saying, hey, you should prioritize the what do you call them, the chestnuts down here. And I think that's what we're going to do, because we have so many dandelions and so many berries already. For these guys to be wasting their time doing anything else would probably not make a whole lot of sense. So we will leave that as it is. And we'll go ahead and get rid of the rest of the stuff we have in the way over here. In fact, I might actually move this guy 1 spot to the left so we can get all of these trees, because we have this blueberry bush isn't currently producing anything, and it's not like we are short of blueberries. We have 1,200 of them stored up. I think we're going to be fine. So we'll let that happen as it will. We also have some construction underway here. Specifically, we're trying to build some paper mills and some other stuff over here so we can start dynamiting and lowering the water level. Well, not lowering the water level, but lowering the floor in this area. Specifically make this too deep, and then start to deepen these as well to make sure we are absolutely 49-day drought proof. And of course we have some more water tanks under construction, and I really want to make sure we can get into these large tanks. We do have enough in terms of natural resources to actually use these. We just don't have the science for it. So since we have so many unemployed beavers, somehow we're going to start channeling that into some of our inventing stuff. I don't really have the power right now to be building any number crunchers, nor do I have the science to unlock them yet, ironically. So we'll just keep putting more and more of these inventors in different spots that are not going to be a huge waste of resources to have those set up in. So we can actually start putting a couple of these over here. Actually, because we have the power of technology, and by technology I mean mods, we can flip those around and have a nice space in the middle for a 3rd one. And then that means we have space over here we can put something else in. What that is, I haven't figured out yet, but we'll get there. We'll be just fine. And yeah, we really got to figure out our storage, which is also why I want to get all of this other stuff unlocked too. I do have enough to unlock the large warehouse, so we might end up doing that first before the large tank. We'll see, but we are going to make sure we get these guys going sooner rather than later. We'll just have these marked as lower priority workplaces, even though we currently have enough to work in pretty much all of them, just so we don't catch ourselves doing something dumb for later on. Fortunately, it seems we have plenty of planks. We don't have any storage for gears. So I was trying to figure out where to put something like that. Warehouse is actually, you know what? I wanted this to be grilled spattered out. Guess what? It's going to be gears. That's not food. I don't care. We need somewhere to put gears, or else we're never going to have any gears, because they just keep getting put elsewhere. And also we have, where did I put? I don't remember where I put the healer. But wherever I put that, I need to figure that out real quick. Wherever I put that, somebody did make a suggestion that I should put the water tanks. Oh, here it is. Right in front of here. These should be for medicine. Or at least one of these, because we do have quite a bit. These aren't currently full of water. And we have all this other water storage over here. So if we have medicine here, then we can make sure we're always ready to go with that. That's looking good. We don't have any gears yet, but we will get there. Ah, yes, here we go. Our inventors are inventing. Stuff is looking nice. Go ahead and move our gather flag over one. Then we will demolish this one. Then we'll put this one over to chestnut trees. And now this guy, with the exception of two of these trees, this guy can collect a bunch more stuff, which is fantastic. That's good news. We have so many dandelions, we really, realistically do not need to have this many. So I am going to go ahead and get rid of probably the majority of these. Replace them with sunflowers because we do need some more of those. And see exactly what else we're able to do there. I think I can have a couple more sunflowers planted there and still be okay. We've got plenty of range, except this isn't really irrigated over here, so we're not going to be worried about that. This guy can plant even further over here. Go ahead and extend. Although we do have plenty of potatoes, so what I was thinking of doing is turning these into potatoes and then unplanting all of this and just having a whole bunch of sunflowers over here. Because we could really use a whole lot more of that. I think that would be a much better use of our resources. So, resources being the space for farming. Because if we have enough for everybody to get some, then, you know, that's going to be that much better for our well-being, which means our beavers are happier, they work faster, they move faster, and then we get more stuff done. So, hard to argue with that. And then, of course, we have this area over here. We started building out with pumps. Could probably put a few more in here. Probably should be doing some of that. I think I can put in another 3 here, depending on how I decide to put this in. Maybe. Might actually only be 2 because of how this is going to have to be shifted here. I don't know. We'll see. We're not hurting for water. Right now, with exactly 100 beavers, that's 200 water per day. On a 30-day drought, that means we would require 6,000 water, which is not as much as we have right now. But the good news is we're going to be pumping this entire time, so I'm pretty confident we have more than enough. But how's the saying go? Good enough never is. So we're going to have to just keep on going and going and going ad nauseum. We have a homeless beaver? Really? Wow, okay. I really probably should research the large barracks and get some beavers in there. But, you know, we don't have enough science yet. So let's go ahead and build a couple more of these. They're ugly, yes, but we will at least make use of them. And we can always tear them down very quickly at any point in time we so choose. I do think that having 10 of the breeding pods is more or less where we want to be. I try to keep these populations around 100 beavers, because I feel like that is a pretty good balance of enough beavers to get stuff done, but not so many that it overburdens you for having to have resources constantly monitored. So I think we're okay. Okay, these guys can only get down this far because they don't have... Oh, there's no paths going down here. That's right, because I keep trying to adjust the path distances. Oh, well, that's what I get for trying to play with the distances they're allowed to go. I am going to reset that at some point. Maybe next episode once we have stuff a little bit more well thought out. But the main objective with this playthrough was to prove that we could survive 49-day droughts, and we have not had one yet. So I guess until we get there, there's not really any point in discussing moving on from the series. But let's go ahead and take a couple of these guys out here and build ourselves a path down here. Might as well just go ahead and take this out too. We're not going to need all of these berries anyway. We have so many berries, it's unbelievable. So we'll just hold on to those. Now, as far as see, there's not a lot of water really stored much of anywhere, is there? Like, we have so much, but it seems like we have so little because I have so many empty tanks. We just haven't gotten around to filling those yet. Yeah, so I'll tell you what we'll do since we're already... Oh, we're so close to 600. Like, I'm pretty sure within another day or two we could have 600 if we get all these things finished. So let's go ahead and put on our turbo pants here. Get all the way through the night and we'll start generating more science. See if we can get up to 600 because I really want to focus on getting the large water tanks first. Because water is, in a drought at least, a finite resource, and I feel like preserving that as best as possible is probably the smart thing to do. Food can be cheesed as far as growing it, although I don't think we're really going to have to worry about that pretty much ever anymore. Look at all these guys go. That's a whole lot of science. And we have no unemployed, no vacancies. I like that. And look at that, we're almost already at our 600 science. Told you it was going to be quick. Alright, let's unlock this. Find ourselves a nice place to put one of these bad boys. Should be somewhere centrally located or centrally located enough. I think most of these places I've put kind of some dumb stuff in, but we can start the first one right here. Because why not? That's an open space. Set it for water. And then they can eventually come over here and start making some more stuff. I wonder, okay, we're waiting on gears. That's what it was. Waiting on gears for, well, all of this. Okay. So then the question is, why do we not have more gears? We already have so many planks. I guess I just need to build more gear factories, huh? But I probably shouldn't get rid of any lumber mills. That would not be wise. I think this guy is already maxed out in terms of power production and usage. So I can't really build anything else. I would have to remove this to get more gears. Well, it's not the end of the world. We'll be fine regardless. Let's have these guys come in here and do their thing, make some more planks into gears, and we'll be that much better off for it. Okay, we'll just take this guy out of the job because he doesn't need to be in there constantly. The haulers can just dump the logs in there and they'll burn just fine. Yep, so now we're just waiting on gears. Looking better, at least. Oh, and we got a hauling post. We can put that up to 10. I hadn't even thought about that. Yep, and as I suspected, we are literally just waiting for gears. Quite literally only waiting for gears. And these, I never remember. Oh, these have gears. So guess what? They're empty, they get demolished. We take their gears, and we replace them with the bigger ones. Is it completely resource efficient to do so? Not really. But we'll recover enough to get enough of a head start to justify that, and one of these replaces quite literally 4 of these other ones, so not going to catch me feeling too bad about doing this. Plus that allows these things to get online, making our dynamite, or explosives rather. Oh, I was putting gears in there. Guess what's going in there now? Explosives / dynamite. Or did they actually fix that? Okay, no. So that's one thing I wonder if they're ever going to address is calling it dynamite in the game menu for placing the object versus explosives when actually making it in other buildings. I don't know. Just an idea, just a thought. And what we don't want to do is have this water get up to capacity at any point during a drought, because that means we can't pump anything else and it's just going to be evaporating. So, oh, okay, this is actually completely full. Good. So that means, good, very good. And our capacity is up to 6120, and this will put it up to 73, so we'll be pretty much where we started, but it'll be much more compact, much more efficient, and we love that. We also have these industrial water tanks we can maybe look into, because those are stackable. I'm not super worried about those at this exact moment, but we already have the science unlocked, or science amount available, rather, to unlock the large warehouse. We'll go ahead and do that. And then now we have this whole mess down here that has really not been very well thought out. I just kind of, you know, built it, and I guess it's fine. There's nothing really wrong with it, but it's also not like, it's not the best thing ever. These hold 1200, these hold 200. I think it's pretty obvious that even stacked on top of each other, these two are only going to hold 400, or you could have another 3 blocks of space on the bottom taken up and have 3 times that. No. No. There's no reason at all for us to still be using these. So we'll start replacing these. Just make sure that the rest of this is working smoothly. It looks like it is. We're still making gears. These are just planks. Okay, that's fine. They don't have any storage for planks. All right, so let's take this off of turbo speed for a second here. Now, when we delete these, it's going to drop all of the contents onto the ground, as we would have expected. So let's take stock of all the different ones, because each of these is going to have its own warehouse, of course. We have carrots, we have grilled potatoes, we have raw potatoes, and we have berries, and then over here we have bread. So that's really only 4 different things that we've got going on. If you want to be pedantic about it, it's 5 because of the raw potatoes, but I'm not really so worried about those guys. I'm just worried about the finished product right now. Of course, we're going to be taking care of all of these. So I think, yeah, one of these large warehouses will hold as much as 6 of these mediums, so that is going to free up so much space, not having to worry about all of that. And once we delete these, all of their contents drop onto the ground, which is wonderful news as long as we don't delete any of it. We just have to be carefully selective here, not to delete any stacks of anything. Which of course means we can come in and delete our pathways to up to the 2nd floor here, because we're not going to need those. And then we will relocate the rooftop terrace as well. Redesign this entire area to be a little bit more efficient. Sorry, my dude. Dudes. Dudettes. Non-gender defined beavers. Alright. And look at all this mess. There's so much here that we're going to be able to very, very quickly take care of, because we have plenty of planks, we have plenty of logs. We're in very good shape to just go ahead and... Actually, I'll put the entrance over here. Well, the game lags as it moves the titanic piles of debris everywhere. We'll put these 3 here, right next to the farm, right next to the grills. So this is going to be carrots. We'll put carrots. We will put raw potatoes, and we will put grilled potatoes right here, because that is what this area is messing with. Making sure that that's all taken care of. We're going to... That's the wrong button. Does it actually do that? Okay, good. These carrots, once they grow up, will be removed, and we'll put another large warehouse here, and that will take care of all of that stuff. Hopefully they can build these warehouses pretty quickly, or else I will feel kind of dumb. Yeah, I could just bulldoze all this. Probably should, realistically, based on the amount of carrots I already have, this being a very inconsequential amount, but we can afford to leave it alone for a little bit. Now, if I put this... I should have gotten rid of this guy. Put this pathway in, that should give us a little bit more space for our guys to come in and Yeah, see, there we go. Get rid of the rest of this, and then we'll be able to plant everything where we want it to be over here. Let's get some more sunflowers in. Keep an eye on this. Alright, yeah, see, this is working nicely. Large tanks. This guy's waiting on, well, gears. Surprise, surprise. Said absolutely nobody. This area is working nicely. I think we can probably... Actually, it's going to evaporate slower if it's in this, because this is a smaller surface area than this is over here, I think. It might actually be kind of close. I don't have the spatial reasoning skills quite as good as I probably need to truly know for sure. But it's nice having this reservoir. We can always let more water out here if we so need. Yeah, we've got a block and a third, maybe, more water up here than we do down here. That's good to know, because this is going to dry up pretty soon. And our explosive situation isn't quite as robust as I was hoping it would be. We also haven't researched dynamite yet. But we can. We'll get there. Actually, I think... So I kind of want to just take these pumps out and start deepening this area first along the coastline here. Because we're not going to use these anyway, so we'll just go ahead and get rid of those. We can harvest the remains. That sounds kind of morbid. We'll go ahead and research dynamite, and then we'll just start by putting this whole thing first. Because if we have all of this taken care of, ready to go... I didn't want to put this one in quite yet. If we have this all ready to go and it's a completely continuous thing, then when the water starts drying up, this will still be hydrated and these trees will still be watered, which is obviously the main goal behind deepening this, is to keep this area from drying out. So that's going to be what we look to first. Of course, underwater paths require frogs, so we will keep doing this. I think that should allow them to get everywhere in here. Looks like it will just about. Put in a little more here. Yeah, so that's good. We'll just work our way around the outside, but I do want to make sure this first thing goes first. This should take, what, probably 40-ish. So we'll let them get after that, and then we'll detonate all of that at once, and that'll be all sorts of good fun. Construction seems to be going, well, not really that fast or slow. Carrots should be being put in here as soon as the haulers are aware of that. We'll just check that box, let them get to work here. Get everything popped in there. Waiting on construction, of course. It's the middle of the night. Guys are out doing things like having fun and not building giant warehouses for food, which is important for beavers, I guess. I'm actually surprised how much... okay. I forgot to turn this guy off. That's why it's so high. We're dumping a bunch of our water into here to be evaporated. I shouldn't have done that. So we actually probably shouldn't ever have this on unless it's an emergency. So we'll just leave this paused for now. Too bad I didn't catch that earlier. We probably wasted a decent bit of resources on that. I wonder if the beavers can pick up bread from the ground and eat it, if it's in rubble, or if it has to be from a warehouse. Now that's an interesting idea. I could probably test it if I felt like dedicating an undue amount of time to it, but I don't think that falls within the scope of what we're trying to accomplish here, so I will refrain from doing so. Alright, now what do we have? That was... oh, it's from the farmhouse I deleted. Okay. I guess I should be putting something here. Could be maybe some sort of well-being, like a medical bed or a shrine. Well, a shrine probably wouldn't hurt. I don't know if we have one over here already or not. But can't possibly hurt to have a medical bed and a shrine available for our beavers over here. We can also put in a couple of small warehouses, especially for the food type things that are being harvested here. So we'll do just regular raw potatoes, and then sunflower seeds wherever those are. No, that's not it. That's not it. At some point I will actually find out where those are. Chestnuts, wheat flour. Why can't I find these? Is this not something I can actually store? Oh, it's all the way down here. Okay, well, that's fine, I guess. I wonder if I can actually get away with that. I probably just have to have it like this. There we go. Alright, so that might be kind of pointless, might not be, don't really care. It's probably a good add anyway. Medical bed is nice to have. Little tiny birch stump. Now the other advantage of doing this is that I can then come over here, put in one of these platforms, and then come over here and put in a rooftop terrace that I can then access like this. And we still maintain some of the utility underneath with these, and then they'll get the benefits from having the rooftop terrace available as well. So that is a win-win for everyone involved. All right. That's looking good. I'm going to go ahead and put in a third one of these right here. Make sure to select water. And then once that's finished, I probably am going to get rid of... Well, I don't even have to wait. I can just go ahead and get rid of these now. And then we'll end up putting another one of these in here. And then build ourselves a little road and come back behind here and maybe do something with that. But this is a much more efficient density storage for water here. That is a big improvement. We've made great strides. And they've got a lot of this explosive stuff laid out. Just waiting on a handful of those, and then we can dynamite this whole thing out. Then we'll start tracing the rest of the edges, and then in the middle as well. I know a lot of you have been commenting about this guy needs to be gone. So that's fixed. That's all done. And actually, since this is already empty, we can go ahead and get rid of that. Put in a medium warehouse right here, and we'll just have that be for our explosives. Because that is going to be... we'll probably need more than 30 at a time. Let them just work as they need to. And that's all exciting. We also want to be putting in explosives to deepen this whole thing as well. That's going to be a long ordeal, and we really should be doing this one first. So that is what we'll be focusing on. We're almost done here. Not that it really matters because it does it in the order that you place things down, but go ahead and start putting these in as well. Then I guess we can do all of this. And I think that means we're going to have to move the frog path just a little bit. I think they should still be able to reach down in here. Should be all right. I guess at this point I might as well just go ahead and fill all of these in eventually. All right, so that's good. Okay, so we've vastly improved our water storage situation. Maximum capacity now is almost 8,000. Looking very good. Our food storage situation kind of destabilized a little bit, but it's looking better. We now have space here. Again, we have our carrots, potatoes, grilled potatoes. We're going to add a fourth for bread. That'll be nice to have all that taken care of. And then we'll come right along the back side. Why did that go on top of that? That's definitely not ideal. I guess that answers the question of can they pick up stuff from the ground? They cannot, because it says we only have 39 berries, even though we have over 1,000 sitting on the ground in rubble. So we'll call this one berries. If I can remember where the berries are located. And we'll build our pathway here. And then we're going to have to have a staircase up here to ascend to the land of where the rubble got sent to, which is don't really know why that happened, but that's kind of funny. I'll put something underneath here that actually makes sense, like a little warehouse. And then we'll have our little left staircase rotation right there. Make that look at least somewhat interesting. Now, what else can we put here? What do we have? What are those again? Grilled chestnuts? Do we have raw chestnut storage? I don't think we do. So we'll just do that because no reason not to. Okay, large warehouse is almost done for the berries. Hopefully they can get that all taken care of there. And then once we have our staircase up here, we can either build more of these large warehouses up this side, or we can do some sort of other stuff on the other side. We'll figure that out when we get there. I imagine I'll be doing a second layer of large warehouses for some other stuff, since that's how this ends up lining up. But we'll find out. Looking pretty good otherwise. Okay, so this side's all complete. We're going to go ahead and... Why did this not... Oh, did I not? Seriously? Oh, I should have got that. Okay. We will prioritize that piece of dynamite. But what that's done is now this whole area theoretically is dry, right? Because I put all the water elsewhere. But this area hasn't been affected because water's diverted here. So that's going to be a much better use of water. And once this whole area is taken care of like that, then we'll just theoretically have to release a little bit of water to irrigate these little troughs and be completely fine. This will have a much harder time evaporating quickly because it's a smaller surface area. And it'll keep everything hydrated. And we should be good to go, actually. We only have 17.4 days left in the drought. I don't think this is going to evaporate in that time. But if it does, we can always just release a little bit of water from up here. And we'll be in great shape. So we're slowly conquering some of the problems that we had before and making sure that stuff doesn't spiral out of control. Did this seriously? Wow. Okay. So I marked this for deletion, it got deleted, and then I guess this blueberry bush asexually reproduced and made another one right here. Thanks for that. So now somebody's got to come out and take care of this again because I wasn't paying attention. So anyway, that's going to go bye-bye, and we'll put our path here, which means that they can come in now and get rid of all of these things, and we can replace them with some sunflowers. Make sure more of our beavers have access to the fantastic benefits that sunflowers provide. And I think... Okay, if we've got dandelions here... Did I mark these for deletion? No. Alright, so somebody come over here and... there you go. Get rid of those things. I should be able to grow sunflowers if I had a dandelion there. Don't see why I couldn't do that. There you go. Come get this. No? Anybody? Oh, it's too far. Okay, well, you know how we solve that. Put in another strip of path, and it's still too far. Is it still too far? Is it still too far? No. So that's gone. good. Excellent. We'll put in one more sunflower. I think that should still be fine. Then I guess we could do another row right here. Probably doesn't hurt anything. All right. Yes, very good. All right, and these are all dried out and dyed. They shouldn't have. Oh, it's because this is all dry. So if we let a little bit of water out for that, is that going to do anything for this? No? Okay, well, at the very least, we can put in a little bit here. Eventually do want to deepen this or possibly put up another set of levees as well, as we have the ability to make that happen. I think I would have to have, yeah, I'd have to have another path coming over here. Or I just build some stairs down here. It's probably the easiest way to do it. Just put some stairs down and then come over here. And then just put that guy right there. Then I'd have to build another set of stairs, wouldn't I? Well. Not like it really matters. These things really just do not make any sort of difference whatsoever in the short term. So we'll just put that wall up there. That should allow us to... Actually, before we do that, where does this go? Okay, that's connected there, connected here, connected here. So we could, in theory, could have this whole thing flooded back here and actually spill over into this one. That's intriguing. I guess we'll leave one of those slots open. So I tried to avoid having this unblocked because then the water would just kind of drain off the map. Yeah, all the way down here. Yeah, I don't think we want to spend the time in this playthrough to actually go all the way to the edge of the map and dam that. That just takes a lot more time than I think a lot of us are willing to really put into anything. Okay, what else do we have over here we haven't collected? We've got sunflower seeds. We're not going to have enough sunflower seeds to really ever need one of these big ones. But I think we could have 2 of these for berries, probably be fine with that. We already have bread, already have carrots. We haven't done any aquatic farming yet. That's going to be kind of tricky, I don't know. We're going to have to figure something out for it, but I don't really know what the best course of action is besides just making it a one deep area that is just continuously irrigated by a water dump. It's probably the most realistic way to go about that. Maple pastries. We haven't been harvesting any maple syrup yet, which we probably need to be doing. I guess we could just leave these alone for now, not have anything in there, which would kind of be a waste, but we also don't really have anything to put in there. We're not really full up on anything else except grilled potatoes, so where's... I guess if we need to, we can make one of these into grilled potatoes, but I just don't think we're going to have to. Okay, let's put our path up here. They can start gathering all of this stuff, all these berries and logs and everything. Should be a-okay, and then we can put some more fun stuff up here. But yeah, that is a much better solution for our storage. We have 11 unemployed beavers already. How have I not been keeping track of that? Well, the first thing we can do is put our hauling post up to 10. That's looking good. This is ready to detonate, looks like. Yeah. Alright, so that gives us another channel to flood and have a constant irrigation with. This, hopefully, none of these are out of reach. Looks like that's all good. We'll detonate all this at one time when it comes to that. I'm very intrigued by this, though. If I could just flood this area down here and then get rid of this, this whole thing could be, I guess, another method of flow to get into this half of the map. Very, very intriguing. So I think what we'll do get rid of all of this, and then I think what we'll want to do is come in with our floodgates instead. Can they reach down here? Can I click on this? No. Okay. Yeah, so this is just out of the reach of our pathway here. But if we come down here with that, looks like that's now in reach. That's good. They'll be able to come down here. I just want to make sure they pick up all of these logs first. Oh, we're actually, we're pretty much full on logs. So I think that means we need... Well, this is going to be interesting. We need another level of our log storage, but I built this to really only ever be 3 stories tall. What a conundrum. I'd have to engineer something pretty dumb here. Or I could just build another tower. It's not that serious. Really, it truly does not matter. So, let's come over here with our large industrial piles. Do I have enough room for... No, I don't. I kind of wish I did. So those are all connected on that side. So if I did... Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll start with the same thing we already had going on. Then we'll put our thing in there, so that's going to allow us to have much more wood storage. And then we can just do kind of a 3/4 version of this guy on the back here. Because I'm not going to be able to get back here unless I get rid of those trees. Not really worried about that quite yet. Right now this is a pretty good improvement. We have another 700 logs worth of storage to take care of. Actually, now that these are already grown up, do we want to bring in... We have a lot of science. Do we want to go ahead and bring in the Tapper's Shack? I think we do. Yeah, and I can put the Tapper's Shack in here, actually. Somewhere. Yeah, that'll reach most of these. There we go. Put that guy in there. Prioritize, I guess. I guess it doesn't really matter. If I unmark... Oh, these aren't marked for cutting anyway. Okay, bet. So I guess all of this lower level maple will just be for maple syrup. That's fine. Because then we can also come over here... does maple syrup go in a tank or does it go in a... It goes in a tank. It's the pine resin that goes in a warehouse. It's always been kind of confusing to me. Alright, so then we can put in a tank next door. This has... Okay, those are actually closer to being grown than I thought. I'm going to go ahead and... I could just change this one into maple syrup. It'd be fine. We have plenty of other places to put water. Got huge water storage right here. That'll be fine. Okay, how are we doing over here? They've already built this. Let's get this collected here. And then we'll start putting in, because we still have 11 days, start putting in our double high floodgates. And then I do want to keep the path here, so I am going to commit the cardinal sin of building levee where I technically don't have to build any. But guess what? Don't care. It'll be fine. We will survive. We will come out stronger in the end. So we'll just come in here with... Actually, how far out can I put this? What's the build limit? Oh, it's literally right there. Okay. I'm not going to cheese it by moving the district again. Don't worry. So I guess that will end up actually being the limit of what we're able to build. Because I think this is the closest I can actually get. So that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Just a little disappointing. But this will be nice to have more water storage over here, should we ever need it. Having these connected with floodgates is smart too, and I'm also going to replace this with floodgates, or I guess more accurately just build a second set of gates inland right here. and then get rid of all of that. So we'll put, excuse me, we'll put that in right there. Oh, this is dry, which means we can now let some water out of this, which is the reason why this exists, so we can get more pumped out. And I think actually we can just leave this floodgate open for the duration of the drought. Looks like that's going to be, yeah, that should be fine. Nothing, nothing over here is going to be that important if it dries out. That's looking good. This is working for that. We still have 10 days left, and the drought stuff is looking just fine. Oh, okay, I was looking at the wrong set of trees. Like, what is going on with all this? Okay, these are set for cutting. That's good. These guys reach up here? Yeah, they can. They just haven't yet because they didn't have room. We already have space. Sheesh. Okay. Okay, Tapper Shack is tapping. Should be taking maple syrup. Yes, that's very good. We'll put in another thing right here, another bakery for maple pastries. Yeah, see, we're getting somewhere now. We are accomplishing fantastic things. And that will really help our beavers having access to the maple pastries. Alright, let's get our floodgates finished here. And we'll put that right there. And then we can even come in here with our dynamite and do one of those. We can do the same over here. Yep, looking good. All right, lots of fun stuff for our guys to take care of here. All right, and we are almost full up on grilled potatoes. So I'm trying to figure out, should I just build a second story of all of this? Or the packing plant. We don't have the treated planks yet, but oh man, it's just so tempting. Because we can make some, what is that, like a bento? I can't mouse over it. Can I? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is amazing. You got 2 carrots, looks like sunflower seeds, 2 grilled potatoes, 2 grilled chestnuts, 2 grilled spatterdock, 2 bread, 2 cattail crackers, 2 maple pastries, and 0.1 paper. Wow. Okay, so that is completely OP. Oh, I hope we can get to this. That's so cool. That's one of the reasons I got this mod, was because it would be such a huge asset to the whole feeding process. But we're not there yet. So instead, okay, I don't have enough planks to just build large warehouses ad nauseum, it appears. So that's fine. These guys are pumping still, hopefully. Oh, I'll tell you what we can do, though, is we can start getting rid of these small tanks right here. And the ones that are full, because it doesn't matter. So the water just goes into a thing where they can pick it up on the ground. And we can start replacing these with the big boys. Do I have... Yes, I do. Looks good. Okay. Just put 2 of these guys in. Yeah, there you go. That's going to be a big upgrade to our water storage. And that's really going to help drought-proof, even though right now I think with our current population size, I think we're pretty much already there. But we'll see as we get in there. They're slowly making progress on this set of floodgates. And then once these are built here, that's going to be a while probably. But once these are built, then we can get rid of this levee and this dam. Just replace this probably with just platforms so they can get across. And that's going to make it a lot easier to regulate our water depth here. Yeah, we're looking good. You know what I could have done, actually, and I guess I can still technically do, is I could let them pump this whole thing out, and then while it's dry, come in here and replace these dams with floodgates. Would probably be the smarter thing to do. So, I don't know, that's not a huge priority. If it doesn't get to that by the time that we, in this episode, that's not the biggest problem ever. But it would be nice to kind of take care of that. That is Progressing nicely there. Okay, are we full on the grilled potatoes? We sure are. So I guess I'll just go ahead and set this to grilled potatoes. There's not really any reason why I shouldn't. Bread looks like it could be following close behind, so I guess we'll just go ahead and do that. Make sure these guys are set up to succeed. Plenty of science here. What else can we unlock that we haven't messed with yet? I'm not worried about the grist mill. We have this one windmill, seems to be doing perfectly fine. The aquatic farming, that is that's the tough one. Because there's not really a perfect way to do this. It's just, especially because stuff evaporates, it's just kind of, you have to babysit it. So it's almost like something, I wonder if it would be smart to do that up here. And just build levees and just have it continually irrigated. You know what, let's do that. Let's just have this be, I guess I can do, yeah, we'll put that there, we'll put the aquatic farmhouse, unlock all that. Put that guy right there, and then we'll put another staircase right here. And then I think if we are smart about it, put our sacred frog path in the appropriate spot. I think this should work out just fine here. Except now, if I have it laid out this way, I'm going to have a... I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do that. We'll put the staircase there, and then I will put the water dump, I guess, right here. Yeah, because if I can just keep this area irrigated continuously with a water dump, we have plenty of water now. This is actually a decent-sized place for an aquatic farm. And I think that will work pretty well. It could even expand it if we wanted with some dynamite, which we're not quite there yet. But this was a previously unused space, and I think we could actually make some good use of that. So let's go ahead and make sure they can build all of this. Looks like our large tanks, 5 days left in the drought, are really not going to be that big of a priority. Okay, this is built. That's good. Waiting on explosives, because why? Do we have... Oh, we have 20 homeless beavers. That's right. That was one other thing we were going to fix. Our housing, because we have a lot of homeless beavers. So large barracks hold 16. The small ones hold 10. Let's go ahead and pause and just... It's a concept in... urban planning called urban renewal, which I guess is kind of controversial depending on which way you decide to look at the political ramifications of it, but that's not what kind of channel this is, so we're just going to completely bulldoze all of it and come back in with our big old large barracks here. Give our beavers some shiny new places to live, and hopefully that ends up solving most of those problems. That's 16 times 3 right there. Looking good. We'll leave that open for a staircase later. So 16 times 5 is still less than 100, but that's going to be a good start. Can I fit one here? I sure can. I can't fit another one here, which is fortunate, but we'll start with that for right now. And in the meantime, how tall is that? 3, 4? I think I can put in stairs. Yeah, we'll let them take care of the rest of this stuff. I think they can still pick up from underneath. Well, we'll let them start rebuilding their homes. It won't take them too long, especially if we hyper prioritize everything. If everything's prioritized, then nothing is. You're correct, which is why we're only doing this one little bit. So they'll take care of all of it at once. We still have beavers that are unemployed, which is wild to me with all this other stuff we have going on. Do I need to build another builder's hut? I guess not. Okay. Did we finish this? Are we making maple pastries? We sure are. Okay, that's good. Are they eating maple pastries? A little bit, it seems. Yeah, I think the aquatic farm was really kind of the last basic thing we just completely missed. That's an easy way to get some good well-being points. And then obviously we can have some more campfires, rooftop terraces if we so choose. When we eventually get there, we're making good progress. No, it feels like we're actually playing the game instead of just trying to play catch up the whole time. Now, why are you exhausted? Is it because you don't have anywhere to sleep? Okay, still waiting on logs, but we've got some of them taken care of. Alright, they'll finish the rest of that. I guess I could build more inventors if I was really concerned about it, but I think we have enough right now. Oh, I could research the number cruncher, but that takes 500 horsepower, and we're not making a ton of power right now. That's probably going to be the next really big thing we have to take care of is power generation. Oh, and if we have a water dump here, we really should have a big water storage right outside. I think would be smart. So we'll add that. We have so much stuff to build. These poor guys aren't getting anywhere. So I just keep tacking on more and more and more stuff. So to that end, let's build another builder's hut. We'll just put that right there. We'll prioritize that because they're almost done with all of this. Give us a couple more beavers to build with. Looks like we have 96, so we can put in another couple of these and be in good shape. I could build a double stack, actually. If I have a pathway to go up here. I wonder if I could get away with that. I put in a staircase like that, go all the way up. Have another path go all the way over here. Then I could come over here with the dynamite. So yeah, see, look at me. I'm just finding excuses to put more dynamite in. Well, no real harm in that, is there? Oh, it's a good thing the drought's almost over because we have somehow managed to drain almost all of this once again. But, oh, okay, is this all done? If it is, then we can go ahead and get rid of some of our frog path and put in some more of that, I believe. I think I can get rid of all of that and still be okay. Yeah. Is this maxed out already? Looks like it is. I guess I could build another one. Another builder's hut. We have so many builder's huts, man. So many huts. Not really any reason not to, right? All of this is done. We still haven't gotten any, yeah, the dynamite over here is prioritized, that's right. Well, that'll be A-okay as it is. We only have 2 days left from the drought. We are doing great. We are fantastic. Making excellent progress. I really don't think this could be going any better unless we were a little bit further along with our basic infrastructure upgrades. We could finally get to the fun stuff. I want to play with trains. I want it so bad. We'll get there. I think if we can get everything situated the way it needs to be, next episode could be the one where I shrink the districts back to their original correct sizes. and then really start diving into that kind of stuff. Depends on what you guys want to see. So actually, let me know in the comments if you made it this far in the video. Do you want to see this map continued and try to expand into as much of the other modded content in the trains as possible? Or would you rather we just finish this playthrough with how it is on the trajectory that it currently is set on, and then maybe attempt a different playthrough where we focus more on the trains and maybe an aesthetic, like a brutalism type of industrial modern type of thing with the Iron Teeth? Because I think I might be leaning toward that a little bit more, honestly. But if you guys want to continue going on this one, then I'm happy to do that as well. You are the ones that watch the videos after all, so I'm interested to hear your thoughts. I'll probably pull that in the community tab as well. But those of you who actually watch the videos and pay attention should be the ones that get a little bit more of a say in it, don't you think? Now, why are these guys hungry and thirsty? Because they're sleeping on the streets because I haven't built them another place to stay. That's valid. That's fine. Okay, waiting on these. We can detonate that. I think we'll be in a good spot there. Okay, they're starting construction on the aquatic farming area, so that's good to see. If this can be up and running before the end of the episode, that would be nice. I think would be the smart thing for us to be doing here. In fact, we can go ahead and plant the crops. We've got our cattails and our spatterdocks, so I guess there's not really any rhyme or reason behind most of this, I don't think. We'll just kind of have this all set up, ready to go. Actually, by keeping this like this, we could keep coming around the back side here with our path and eventually dynamite all of this out. We'll see what the range on the aquatic farm is when we actually get there. Food for thought. Yeah, this is going to be nice when that's all taken care of. Alright, can we detonate this yet? Looks like we can. Alright, that's going to take care of most of that stuff. Alright, they'll take care of this. Oh, Drought's over. Normally this would be where we end the episode, but we have so much more to accomplish here. So we're going to go a little bit longer. Past couple episodes have been about an hour 15, hour 20. I don't think that's a terrible length, and a lot of the feedback I've gotten has been that you guys really like the longer ones, so that is fine by me. We've got plenty of stuff to do, and if you guys like the longer ones, then we'll try to keep going with those and do what we can. Alright, they haven't gotten to this yet, which isn't surprising because, well, all of this down here that we had already queued up. I think for the time being, until we actually get this whole thing figured out, I am going to go ahead and put this back in, this one levee piece back in, so we can have this at the 2-block height like it's supposed to be. So we'll let them take care of that in their own time. I was really hoping that they'd get these stairs in place. It looks like the planks are kind of in short supply because somebody keeps putting these giant tanks everywhere that require a whole lot of planks. And we also tend to be, you know, making a bunch of planks. We have plenty of gears, though, so I think we can go ahead and pause the gear production for now. And just have these guys keep making planks and stop using the planks for other stuff until we can actually afford to spare them. We're not too close to our capacity on the log storage, but I think it's about time we think about putting in... Oh, I can do a path all the way through here. Why did I not think of this earlier? Alright, so if that's in place, then we can actually kind of do a fake mirror of this, if you will. I don't know if that made any sense, but we can't get in from this side because we have trees, but we can get in from this side because we have the path. So if I get rid of that guy, this tree just real quick, then I can at the very least have some on the bottom floor here. Have another industrial pile set to obtain trees. And then I can just create a mirror of what we have over here. And then on this side will just end up being probably a rooftop terrace, which is perfectly fine way to use some of this space. Yeah, that'll be nice. We'll just put in that guy right there. Do one of these. Do the same thing right there that I somehow missed. And then on this side, we can come back in. Do the same thing we had just done. Don't over-rotate. Then I think should be, yep. We'll put our double height right there. Put in some stairs. Don't forget our pathways. Mark these to hold logs. Did I forget something underneath? I sure did. Okay, that's taken care of there. Alright, so that's going to be nice. And then I have space here if I need to connect those, which I probably should. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and connect them just because. And that is not the most beautiful thing ever, but it is functional. That is a pretty good... Actually, you know what I could do? No, there's a doorway here. Can I? Yes. I actually can. Here's what we'll do here. So I don't actually have to have any doorway here or there. I don't want to get the rubble. I want to get the thing underneath it, but whatever. I'm going to go ahead and put in... Oh, I could just put that at the very end. Alright, that was kind of a waste. Yeah, we'll do that guy right there so we can access that side. So I guess I didn't really have to get rid of anything at all, did I? Nope, sure did not. But that gives us another stair access over here for our lumberjacks to come up and get at those trees. And in fact, we could probably go ahead and put in another lumberjack dude right here. Maybe get stuff done a little bit faster. Maple syrup seems like it's going pretty well. Okay, we're doing well. We're flooding the aquatic farm area very slowly. So that's good progress there. How are we looking down here? Can I detonate this? I sure can. Perfect. So now this is taken care of. Come get this little scrap of rubble. We'll get rid of these stairs and we'll put in our little levees right here just as soon as that goes away. There we go. Alright, we'll come get this. And then we can flood this over here. Alright. We're getting somewhere, folks, I promise. It's a very slow process. Alright. Now put that in place, then we can flood this, and that'll be in very good position there. Now they just need to come finish these stairs so I can get at the rest of this. Right, in terms of storage, we're looking really good here, looking really good here. This is finally starting to re-overflow. I didn't get to fix this, which isn't really that big of a deal. Not a problem in the slightest. Seeing how all of this tends to go anyway. So as long as this just keeps dispensing enough water, it might take it a little bit of time to get fully, well, full. Oh, I didn't mark this for water, did I? Alright. So that's looking good, looking good. Making very slow progress. We do have our stairs just about. What about down here? Okay. We'll come in and do the last little bit of dynamite. Get those all taken care of. And then this entire channel will be all set. Alright, come finish this. We'll detonate. Then we'll detonate the other one. We'll put one more house in here, and then we can double stack the houses. And then by that time, we might be at the end of this temperate season. We'll see how long the next drought's going to be. It's kind of exciting, isn't it? I think so, at least. All right. Let's put one more dynamite down here. We've got just a few more left here, and then we can get this whole thing taken care of. And then once that's done, we're going to have to detonate underneath these stairs, which will be kind of a fun thing. But go ahead and get all that done. Good, that's more water can be stored there. That's excellent. Then we'll come in here and do all of this. And then I think, let's see, the explosives are stored. Well, they're not really stored, they're being used. But if they're supposed to go there, then we might have to go, okay, why is this flooded? Oh, okay. Well, friends, when I tell you that I should have definitely foreseen this and I didn't, you'll most certainly believe me. I'm sure a couple of you have even left comments saying, hey, you didn't put a you didn't put a thing here. So yeah, suffice it to say that was a little bit of a mistake on my part there. In fact, a lot of these are dying now, which is yeah, par for the course. But we'll catch it. We'll get it taken care of. It's just one of those things that tends to happen in these videos. Let's just, please, for the love of God, drain all this water out. I was about to say, where did all this water come from? I know exactly where it came from because I caused it. Oh, don't kill all the crops. Come on. Well, good thing is we have plenty of food stored up. We'll just say that. Wow, look at all that. Would not be one of these videos without some sort of weird, completely explainable flood happening. Alright, so that's taken care of. That was completely unnecessary. But I digress. Let's put that guy right there. Top priority. Get it done, and then we will flood all this once again. And here come all those log-toting beavers. Let's go. Put that thing down, and then build it. And up we go. Crisis experienced and fixed. Mostly. Except all these poor sunflowers. Alright, other than that, look at all of our water. We're looking fantastic. This is supposed to be like that, so that's fine. And actually, it's, okay, because we didn't get rid of this, it's not going to come back through here. Our area that is supposed to be flooded is slowly flooding. We're getting there. We have 3 days till the drought, so we will stick around and see just how long that drought is going to be. And now that we have finally gotten this taken care of, let's put our house barracks over here. And then I believe we'll put a few more on top like this. Double platform it up all the way across. And then I think I'm going to have something else to put roofs on top of everything. But I think we'll go ahead and plan on putting in 3x2s. Yeah. Oh, that's not going to fit. Not going to fit. Not going to fit. Oh, that's a shame. Well, we'll just do that. Did they already build that and I just deleted it? Wow, okay, well. Now they can gather the rubble at least. I guess what we can go ahead and do is just give them a little staircase here for them to go up and build a roof. They'll just build all that first. Okay, so that's a fun new problem for them to solve. This is nicely holding water as we wanted. Very good. We've got tons of water stored up now. We're in excellent shape in that regard. We just need to get more pumped out. But we are at a nice balance of... don't tell me we still need more. Oh, is this too far from the district center? I didn't... Wow. I didn't put a path here. Okay, that solves that problem. That makes so much more sense as to why that wasn't happening. Very good. So we can actually get rid of that one entirely because all of it's going to be fit up here, and then I doubt we're really ever going to have more beavers than we do right now, so this is actually pretty much perfect in terms of getting everything taken care of. So that's nice. And now that we have all this extra space up here, we can build some sort of a recreation thing maybe, or put some monuments. Possibly. Could be a good spot for those. He's a dumbass. Ugh, that wasn't family friendly. I apologize. But I swear, I marked it as the lowest priority, and these idiots built the closest one. The one the furthest away was a higher priority. These beavers, man. We need beaver education. That's why I'm surprised this game hasn't put in yet as some sort of like a education requirement to where beavers have to learn about some sort of facets of construction or something to be able to work as more effective builders. That could be a good idea. Get some sort of a late game bonus. Don't strand any beavers up there, okay? Some sort of like a late game bonus. And here I go again trying to do more pointless garbage. Let's put in a 1x2 on top. Yeah, I want that. That looks nice. I enjoy it when stuff looks nice. Let's get those guys to put that kind of a roof peak on there. As soon as that's done, we'll just handhold them one piece at a time because they don't have very good pathfinding. We'll just get that all fixed up. Then we have all this space up here to work with. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks really sharp. We got 0.4 days left until the drought comes in. We'll figure out what it is. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to fix this. And I get distracted by doing stuff that looks nice when I really should be doing these things. Okay. So what we need to do, we have... Okay, we have stored up. Just for right now, we're going to... yeah, we're going to take care of this. No, I want to place dynamite, not do something else. Thank you. I'm going to place these two. Yep, and then detonate them. Alright. Alright, so those are done. Come in here with our little platform. Yes, still the frog path, don't worry. The sanctity of the frog will be respected. Come in and build these two things. And then we'll do the exact same thing on the other side. So we want the water to flow evenly. It's so like me to do this right before the beginning of a drought, I swear. 28 days, okay. Still want that 49-day drought, but 28 days is very, very manageable. All you beaver rights activists, there we go. 18-hour workdays are back, don't worry. So that, let's get them some food. Take care of all of that stuff. Take it off of turbo mode. I think we've made some great progress today, making these things a little bit more organized. Food storage is vastly improved. Water storage is vastly improved. The housing is vastly improved, and we're not done either, so we will finish this up before we say goodbye today. That was another record-length episode. Color me surprised. But we are in very good shape. I think there's probably no longer any challenge imposed by the length of the drought, so we might be getting pretty close to the end of this one anyway, but I do want to get through a 49-day drought. I just have no way of knowing when that's going to happen because it's completely randomized, so we will unfortunately have to wait and see. what the random number generation part of the game has to say about that. That could take a little while. But for the time being, we're in a good spot. We have plenty of water stored up. We have plenty of water to pump. We're doing a little bit better on our well-being. We still have to get at these cattail crackers and spatterdock. That's going to be a next episode thing for sure. We're going to be doing a whole lot better with the social life stuff and the aesthetics as well. Going to be doing a whole lot of that now that we have actually more resources to spend instead of just thrashing around trying to survive. Kind of important to take care of all that stuff first. But I feel like we're in a very good spot. We are balanced in terms of jobs, even though we do have 2 incapacitated beavers. We're working on it. Getting all this stuff taken care of is a slow and arduous process. But it's worth it in the end because you get to do some pretty fun stuff. I think I can just put both of those in at once. That's going to look... I just really like that 2-stage roof design. I think it looks really sharp. And I think we're in a really good spot. So, sunsets on the first day of the drought. We can be pretty happy about where we are. We haven't managed to have a mass extinction of beavers. Even if we did have more than a couple die in some of the earlier ones. But, yeah, looking good. We've got a lot of water stored. We've got a lot of water capacity left. We have a capacity of over 10,000. So, I think we're in good shape, honestly. We just have to keep on keeping on and do what we know we have to do. Look at all this water. This is fantastic. We're in very, very good shape. Pay no attention to this. It will haunt me for the rest of my days. As will... Where is it? Right here? Yeah, that's annoying. But I digress. Lots of good stuff this episode. Lots of good stuff this series. You guys have been very, very supportive, very encouraging, and I really appreciate it. As always, so if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, just want to say hi, want to roast me for bad practices, offer some helpful advice, tips, or tricks, or anything else that's on your mind, the comment section is completely open. I read every single comment that is sent. I can't always respond, but I try to respond to as many as I can if there's something I can add to the conversation. So please always feel free to contribute down there. And just, once again, I'm so thankful for each and every one of you who take the time out of your day to watch these videos. It's a lot to ask. It's like well, this one's almost an hour and a half, so that's a big chunk of change, big chunk of time out of your day. You could be doing anything else, and you choose to spend it with me. Thank you. I appreciate it, and I can't wait until the next time. So, whatever you're doing, stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.